So, whoever said the Bible was the greatest story ever told obviously never heard of my trip to Amsterdam involving 3 midget prostitutes, a one-eyed donkey, and a bag of ketamine.
That's not even a dad joke.
No, I just went straight in there.
From Darren Diary's diary.
I think so.
Exactly, yeah.
D54.
Everything's gone
Darren's
swimming. Still here waiting for my penicillin. Anyway, my wife yelled from the bedroom the other day, asking, "Do you ever get shooting pain across your body like someone's got a voodoo doll of you and they're stabbing it?" And I said, "No." And she said, "Well, what about now?" Think about it. Think about it.
Do you know what? Right, the other day I watched a TV program about how boats were kept together.
Go on.
Riveting.
Nice. Yeah, I saw a guy standing at an ATM. He was with one leg up in the air, and I sort of asked him what he was doing. He said, "I'm just checking my balance." Anyway, hello everyone, and welcome to the Black Dog version 2, 161. I'm Lee.
I'm leaving.
I'm not Darren.
I'm Elton.
And this week, we will be seeing how everyone's week's been, which, given the film we reviewed, I can pretty much say took a dive off a cliff somewhere. And we'll have some feedback for Ready or Not, which was our last week's movie. And then we'll move on to this week's movie, which was my choice, a historical choice, a choice which finally ripped the Band-Aid off of a mystery film I've been waiting 32 years to see.
Have a wank to.
Well...
Well, yeah, no. I defy anybody to... Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Put the windbreakers up.
Yeah, hold on.
Euphemism.
Anyway,
That's my boy.
That's my boy. And yes, which is Prison Ship Star Slammer, aka Star Slammer, aka The Adventures of Turia, Prison Ship Star Slammer. aka we ripped absolutely fucking everything off. But anyway, let's get to that when we get to that. So let's start the podcast in reasonably sensible form by finding out how everyone's week's been. Yeah. Christ ain't gonna save us. I think that's it. It's you know we're doomed now. So we'll start with you, Jim, as ever. How's your week been, sir?
Not too bad, so fairly quiet. And I've apologized if I'm coughing, so I've still got this stupid lung infection. So I'm back to the doctors tomorrow for more antibiotics, and they just sort this out.
Yeah.
So if I'm a bit croaky, that is why.
Okay.
But other than that, mainly been just doing a lot of staying in, not doing a lot. We have been enjoying greatly a YouTube channel, which I will plug, called Tasting History with Max Miller.
Tasting History with Max Miller?
What,
Yeah,
the Max Miller?
not
As
the
in,
old
like,
comedian,
you know,
no.
Oh, right.
No.
So he must be at least 254
Thankfully.
now.
Yeah.
That'll be a very different kettle of fish.
Yeah.
But no, he's a guy, and he basically gets old recipes from literally, it can be anything from like ancient Babylon to what was on in the canteen in Alcatraz.
All right.
And cooks them, but also gives you kind of a bit of the history and the context. And about sort of 10, 15 minutes long, but very, very entertaining.
Yeah.
He's quite funny. Some good geek references there.
Nice.
I mean, in every episode, for those who know, there is a Pokemon plushie that relates to what they're cooking. What's in the background?
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a turn I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, I was going to say.
No. Well,
I've just checked my bingo card. It's not on there at all for 2024.
there you go.
No, not at all.
But yeah, so you do get geeky references thrown in about, you know, if someone's a bad shot, stormtroopers are invoked, etc. But no, the history is very good. And I am a nitpicker about popular history, but he's very good. Because if we don't know, he says we don't know, and he does debunk a lot of myths about things.
Mm.
It's like he did a few on Halloween recipes, and yep, got everything right. Good boy. Didn't regurgitate all the myths. Well done.
Nice.
And the cooking is good as well, because it is kind of what I like YouTube cooking is unlike TV cooking shows. If it fucks up, it fucks up.
Oh, right. That's
So
good.
it's kind of so don't do what I did.
Yeah.
Or you'll end up with filling your kitchen with smoke. And also, because he's doing that sort of a recipe from across history, it's not always wonderful.
No, I'm looking.
And the ones where because the end of the episode is where you taste the dish, and often it's kind of, oh, that's very good. But every now and again, it's kind of no.
I'm looking at the.
I don't recommend anyone cooks this ever again.
I'm looking at one now. It's under popular videos on his YouTube page. It's got World War II shit on a shingle.
Yes, that is an actual dish.
Shit on a shingle.
Yeah,
Shit on a shingle.
yeah. It was a World War II trench cooking dish.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah, you see, you will learn a lot and be very entertained on this channel.
I can't see Mary Berry squatting one out on fucking Bake-Off to, let's do World War II recipes. This one's called shit on a shingle.
Yes, I've got a soggy bottom.
I have now.
Right. And that's Tasting History with Max Miller.
Yes, yeah. Do highly recommend it. Very entertaining. Very well researched. And I say, it's just one of those things, because sometimes I think, conventional telly is dead in the water, because there are so many knowledgeable people doing far better shows on YouTube. Without all the bollocks. And I've realized, actually, for my early evening before the movie watching, we're now watching YouTube rather than anything on the proper telly. Apart from occasional series we are following, which is the other thing I was going to mention, which I've just binged the latest season, What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Fabulous.
Oh, dear. I mean, I was very skeptical about that show when it started. Like, you gone really for a sitcom?
Yeah.
Yeah, season 5, I think, is probably one of the funniest ones they've done so far.
Definitely.
Yep.
Yeah,
The
Unfortunately,
Council of Energy Vampires. It's a standout.
Yeah. I was going to say, you can't really say too much, really, otherwise you're going to give a lot away, which is a shame, because it is really funny stuff. Yeah. Yeah. No, I wholeheartedly endorse that. It's fucking funny.
And we got just one season left now.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
No.
But then again, I prefer it if they did finish something like that and just go, it's done, thank you, and bow out while it's still good, rather than just piss it
milk
against
it to death. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Frasier.
Yeah. No, I think one more series. I'll be sorry to see it go, but if you end on a high, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
And leave the door open for a Jackie Daytona spin-off.
Yes.
Yes.
Normal human barman.
Jackie Daytona and Sally Rhubarb.
Sally Rhubarb. I'm going to have sex with my wife behind bins. Yeah, anyway. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. No, definitely. Yes, absolutely. It's a shame it's coming to an end, but it is so good at the moment. It's really
Well, it's
good.
one of those always new series, right? We'll be good. We'll just put on one night. 2 days later, finished.
Yeah.
But that's the mark of a good series, where just just one more hit.
Yeah, definitely. Which is a shame, because really what you want to do is you want to take that slowly, don't you? Otherwise you will end up sort of yearning for more, and you've done 5 years in 5 minutes. So cool. Cool, excellent. Well, anything else, sir?
No, I think I'll leave that there.
Excellent, fantastic work. Well, we'll move on to you then, Elton. How's your week been, sir?
Well, I've been searching for a dentist.
Have you tried looking in a dentist's surgery?
I have actually, yes. And
Did
they
you find one?
went, they went, no, none here, I'm afraid. Would you like to go private?
Oh, no.
Ah, okay. We're playing this game, are we? Oh, yes. You can go private to be fine. Well, is there a possibility I can go NHS? Because, I pay into the NHS.
Yeah, exactly. No.
I'm sounding very conservative, and I don't like it.
I want to pay money. Yes. Pay money to take my teeth out. Help me.
So it was the patronizing tone that I had. So look, this lady that was on the phone to me, she probably has these questions 1 million times every day for the last 20 odd years, I would imagine.
Yeah.
And so I'm just repeating the same thing that she's heard a billion times. But it's my first time. So, God damn it, I'm going to ask these questions.
Yes.
And so I phoned up and said, can I come in? I know I haven't been in for a little while. That's fine. But I haven't had any problems. And so I'd like to come in because I've got a little problem. And I'd like it fixed, if you don't mind. Oh, yes, that'll be fine. But you won't be NHS. It'll have to be private. I went, okay. Would that still be seeing the same dentist I would be seeing if I was going NHS? Oh, no, sir. No. We bring other dentists in from other surgeries. In other words, the ones down the road come up here, and the ones here go down the road. That's exactly what's happening. I'm sorry. That's what's happening.
Yes.
Don't give me that shit. And if I was at work and said, well, I can't get my work done today, but can I have it as overtime? I'd be shot down immediately.
Can I just ask that one, right? Did you, while you were talking to your dentist, the one that you normally see, did you think to yourself, I've seen you before somewhere? And then it clicked. It's like the butcher's in town. No? No? Or the bloke who works at the DIY centre. Is that him? Is it? Yeah, this is his other job. He knows how to use power tools.
Yes. He knows where the jigsaws are.
Wonderful. That's great.
So, yeah, we had a little back and forth. But the thing that got me was the
Price?
patronising... No, it wasn't the price. It was the patronising tone of the, would you like to go for that? Yes. And as I'm mulling it over...
peasant.
Yeah, as I'm mulling it over and going, well, I don't know. All I can hear on the other side of the phone is her drumming her fingers, going, will you be doing this? You won't be, you little fucker, will you? Would you want to do this? I went, do you know what? It's I will consult other places. But she did give me a website. So if anyone else is having this problem...
teethforpoorpeople.com.
Yeah.
She said,
Yeah. It's housebricklonastring.com.
Harry and a hammer.
Arm and hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an actual arm and hammer, yeah.
No, she said, look on the NHS choices. So if anyone's having these sort of problems,
We get
look
choices.
up NHS choices, and you click on it, and you go and you're looking for, let's say, either a doctor or a dentist, and it will give you a list, and it will give you the information if they're taking on NHS patients or not.
Right.
And it'll give either taking on kids or not taking on anyone. You poor suckers, please go private.
Yeah.
And I did that, and I found one in Braintree, which isn't too far from me. And I thought, okay, fine. Clicked on it, phoned them up, and they went, yeah, okay, fine, yeah, come down.
Yep.
And so, yeah, I'm in. I've now got my foot in the door. Wicked. So I'm
Right.
going to get this problem sorted out.
Yes.
And I book an appointment. I've turned up for my appointment. Everything's nice and lush, and nice new building that's been done up. Sit down in the chair, explain my problem to the lady, and they take some
X-rays.
X-rays, yes. And I haven't seen these new X-ray things. They're like little guns that they put next to your mouth and make you bite down on.
Dude, they've had that since about the 70s. What
I
fucking
don't-
dentist have you been to?
Do you know how many X-rays I've had since I was born?
No idea. Not
None. No, I've had one for my foot, but not for my teeth.
Jim, do you want to take this from here on in? I feel like you might have an X-ray experience or two.
Never had this, and you have to bite these little blackboards.
Well, you've not been to the dentist for a long time, have you?
No.
I haven't had
Yeah.
Long
problems.
time.
Oh, I'm really sorry for looking after myself. I'm so sorry.
So you had to bite down on something. You had a gun held at you. Are you sure you were at something like, Madam Whiplash's House of Correction?
I
Or your
wish.
pain is our pleasure.
You
I
sure
wish.
you sure you weren't on the Star Slammer?
I wish.
being
No, hang on.
interviewed
By
by
Muffin.
by Muffin. Yeah.
Oh
Muffin.
God, you actually listened to the names, didn't you?
muffin.
No. Well, when you see someone with in leather whip gear called Muff, and you immediately perk up.
With a chin so pointy you could get fucking pickled onions out of a jar.
Stop!
with
Stop!
it.
Reverse! Reverse! Reverse!
That's
Jimmy,
fine.
who
We're
is
recording.
that?
It's cool.
Okay.
But the patronising didn't stop there.
No?
What I felt. So we had these like X-rays and stuff like that, and she went through the mouth and was like doing this and naming words and letters and stuff like that. And then she went to me. So have you had your wisdom teeth removed, or did they never come through?
Jesus Christ, they're like fucking car fucking
Wow.
mechanics, aren't they? Oh,
And I
what?
went-
Yep, your back end's gone. What?
I went, what? She went, yeah, the ones at the top. You got your bottom ones at the back. And I went, well, I've never had any others. No, okay, fine. You didn't have yours come through. Okay. Oh God
Wow.
damn it! I'm being mocked now.
Sick
you're
burn.
a prepubescent peasant. A
Yeah.
prepubescent peasant. That's what you are.
You
isn't
lack
it?
the wisdom for the teeth.
You
I
are
didn't
unwashed.
I didn't know. And so,
It's okay. You got no control. For what it's worth, let me just tell you, you have no control whether or not your wisdom teeth come out, Elton, or not.
I know.
No.
Just okay.
Oh, you do if you're
It's
rich.
a genetic lottery.
Yeah, you just lost it. That's all. You
Well, maybe I
wisdom-
dodged a bullet there.
you wisdomless fool.
You
It explains
lesser
so
being.
much, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. Suddenly, all these supernatural things and all these all these suspicions and superstitions suddenly seem very, very real. Jim, maybe you should do an episode on wisdom teeth.
So what you're saying is, if you don't grow your wisdom teeth, you can see dead people. Is that what it is? Is that what M. Shamalama Ding Dong was trying to say?
Yeah, absolutely.
about,
Yeah,
in his film.
yeah. The wisdom teeth.
Wow.
Okay, I don't
So,
know
yeah,
what else to say.
I felt a little patronised, I suppose. I don't know. But yeah, so many things have changed since I've been there. They shot air in there as well. It's like, oh, okay, you do that now, do you? Okay,
What?
fine.
What do you
Yeah,
mean shot air in there.
they shot air into the mouth.
Yeah.
They shot something into your mouth. Are you sure this isn't Madam Whiplash's House of Correction?
God damn it.
I use my mouth for blow.
He fired his weapon into your mouth. Is that right?
You blew
Yes.
it.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. Yes.
Right.
I
Okay.
got a mouthful of the dentist's
Wind.
stuff.
Oh, it's arse play now, is it? Right, okay.
Did you hear the first few notes of Akabilk, Stranger on Shore?
Sniff my guff. No. A stranger on the shore. Now.
That's what I just said, you fucking
Did you?
idiot.
I didn't hear you, sorry.
I'm mocking him and you're not even backing me up by listening.
I
He's
am
not.
backing
He's
you up.
just listening to himself. Jesus,
I
we
am.
know this.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you about how awesome I am.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Anyway,
Yeah. So I'm now booked in at the end of this month
Mm.
to have this cavity sorted out.
Mhm.
Hurrah!
and
You know
and,
what?
and
I thought-
your wisdom teeth mocked.
Yes, again.
I thought you were going to say that, they'd take you from having your teeth removed to sorting out your appendix or something. That's how much they conjure you into paying extra. have you had your appendix removed while we're at it as well? Yeah? All right. Have
We
you had
do-
that gammy leg sorted out? Would you like it? What gammy leg? Oh, it looks gammy. That one. This one here. Look. Does it hurt if I do this? Ow!
Oh, that
Oh,
looks
there
dodgy.
we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I hit with this claw hammer, does it hurt? Pong.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a gammy leg. Yep.
We do, yeah. Here at Dental Specialists Yeldham, we have a special on testicle removal and kidney replacement.
Well, he was going for it. He was going for his teeth, but they got the trolley up the wrong way. So
Ended up with a vasectomy. Snip, snap, snip, snap, snip, snap.
Yeah, the guy next door wants to borrow your shoes. Anyway,
why are there golf balls in a jar next to my? Oh, wait a minute.
those aren't tonsils. Anyway, anything else, sir?
No, that is about it, really.
Okay, so when do we get the miracle of the actual removal dealing with, if you got a date so I can book you out? Because
28th, I'm going back in
the
now.
28th.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm just saying this because if you're not used to like X-rays from the last X-ray machines from the last 40 years,
Yeah, I know.
and people blowing in your mouth, coughing in your mouth from the dentist, then the removal and cavity dealing with may prove an experience for you. You may need to lie down for.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, cool. Right. Well, we got that to look forward to. Everyone, put that in your diaries.
No.
There you are.
Right, Darren, over to you,
Yes.
mate.
Oh, so let's see now. Apart from being very busy at work, I did manage to, got a new game that I very much enjoyed. Jim, are you still into FPSs that have got a sort of slight retro touch to them?
Oh, absolutely.
Right, okay. Cop hold of a game called Forgive Me, Father. Right?
Oh.
Yeah, basically, you get two
You sure that
characters in
wasn't
this.
from Elton's
Well,
dentist?
from Elton's Seat, yeah. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Yeah, I walked into a dentist and asked to go fucking NHS when they were just private. That's how I sinned. Yes. But no, this game, you get two characters in it you can play. I think one of them's a female bounty hunter and the other one is a priest. And I don't know the exact story. I'm just playing this thing and fucking enjoying it. You're on, I think you're on course to take down Cthulhu in this game. It is fucking bonkers. And it is great. Extremely bloody, and the weapons just get more crazy as you go on with
Right.
it. You can get it for cheap on Steam at the moment, or
Right.
go to CD Keys. You can get it for about £4 or £5.
Okay.
Ooh.
But
I'll have to
it's
look
got
that
a
up.
real sort of stylized look about it. It's not your bog standard shooter. This one, it's an awful lot of fun.
It does look good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Try watching the. If you have a look at the trailer, just see the actual animation in it. It's just really, really nice, and just the amount of different landscapes you go to as well. And I think at least every level you have a different. You have another addition to the pantheon of creatures trying to take you out. So you not only do you get the ones from the previous levels, but they keep adding new ones to it
Right.
all the time. So it never gets boring enemy wise.
Okay. It's got a very interesting sort of painted sort of style.
It has.
Yeah.
It's that what are those games? The Darkest Dungeon. It looks
It
a
looks
bit
very
like
Darkest Dungeon.
Yeah.
yeah, the actual, but it's I suppose it's kind of 3D.
Yeah,
But I
it
love
is
it.
3D. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's I love it. It's great. I was playing it last night. Went to bed far too late from playing this. Thought, no, I know. Turn it off now. And I've still got a fuck ton of levels to get through, and I did quite a bit in it last night. So
Nice.
well worth it. I'm looking forward to playing the sequel when I'm done with this as well.
Cool.
So that came out recently. It's more of the same sort of thing as well.
Okie dokie.
So yes, so there we go. There was that.
Mm-hmm.
And the second thing this week was I went to see Argyle.
Uh-huh.
Aha, yes, and I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure what people's problem is with this film. I don't know if they're trying to take it too seriously or what. I don't know, but it's a silly film. That's it. It is just silly. But everybody I thought was really, really good in it. Henry
Yeah.
Cavill as the supposed titular character, Bryce Dallas Howard, and thingy. Oh Christ Almighty! He's
Sam Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell, absolutely fantastic in this.
The guy from Moon.
Really, yeah,
Yeah, the
him
guy from Moon and the guy
and
from
Star Wars Episode 1,
guy from
First episode,
Jojo
true.
Rabbit.
Jojo
Yeah.
Rabbit, yes.
Galaxy Quest.
Indeed,
See How They
indeed.
Run.
There is a film of his that I actually want to see if we can try and get on here. I don't think we've watched it, but when it becomes available on, it's Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. I don't think
Yes.
we've done that one.
No, we haven't done that one, but I have seen that one, yeah.
No, the supposed secret life of Chuck Barris, the game show host who invented the look of the Batmobile for the Adam West TV show.
Well, there you go.
There you are. So, yeah,
I don't think
Argyle,
that's in the film.
Argyle, yeah, I loved it. It's pure silliness. It's I've seen more ridiculous shit in a James Bond film. I mean, I'm talking the old stuff than this, but yeah, you're sitting there watching it and you think, for fuck's sake, just play Archer already, Cavill.
Yeah.
Okay, just fucking do it. I know you were literally Archer in The Man from U.N.C.L.E., but you know, you see three secret agent films that you've been in now as a secret agent. Just fucking get it done. You know, get
Right.
off the fucking take a piss or get off the pot.
Just do it.
Just do it, man. Just do it.
Stop with that Warhammer 40k bollocks.
Indeed.
Make
Yes.
an Archer movie.
Put it down and make an Archer movie. Just one. That's all you have to do. Just one. Don't have to make any more. Just one.
Cool. Okie dokie.
He's good for it. So there we go. So yes, that's about it, really. I think.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, apart from one new book that I bought this week.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to reading very soon. It's called Meddling Kids. Right. And
Is it the history of Scooby Doo?
well, the story is 4 teenagers who used to go around solving crimes and mysteries and stuff. After they resolved the mystery of something called the Lakeside Monster, who turned out to be an old man who would have got away with it, as it said on the back of the books, if it wasn't for these meddling kids. About 10 years after they gave all this up, they start having flashbacks to that time that they don't actually remember happening. And so they have to get the band back together. And so, yeah, I mean, it is basically Scooby-Doo from the sound of it.
Sounds like Scooby Doo Mystery Inc., to be honest.
I think it does, yeah. So yeah, it's apparently it's a comedy as well. So yeah, it sounds good to me. So I'm looking forward to reading that, and I'll be probably getting into that in a couple of weeks' time.
Lovely. Okie dokie.
Wonderful stuff.
Lovely, lovely stuff. Okay then. Well, I'll see if I can skip through my week because I think we're all racing towards the review.
The end. Oh, sorry.
The
yeah,
end.
review,
The
yeah.
end. But I've seen quite a few movies this week, and yeah, how I don't know how to best put this. It's been a mixed bag. I've got to be honest. Right. So the first one I watched this week, since we last convened, was Oppenheimer.
Ah, right. Okay.
Have we seen Oppenheimer, everyone? Anyone?
Yep.
I can't.
I think you reviewed this last week.
I didn't.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Pretty sure.
No, he
I'm
watched
pretty sure
Open
he-
All Hours. Was it
I'm
Open
pretty
All
sure
Hours?
last week you watched it and Oppenheimer's grumpy. He's not grumpy. Franz Screw's happy. Then she's sad. And 3.5 hours later,
yeah.
you said, "This
Did
isn't
I?
for me."
Oh, that was on Facebook. That was on Facebook.
Oh right.
Yeah.
I'm reading your post and hearing you now. Bloody hell.
Wow.
Oh, it's all blending together.
You literally just quoted my entire Facebook post. Wow. Yeah, everyone's happy, sad, happy, sad. Who are this person? I don't know. Yeah. Well, I'm glad to see that my writing style translates from my verbal style.
Completely, yes.
Yeah,
Oh, we
honestly.
can hear your voice all the time, honestly.
Fucking hell. That's it. Mission complete. Mission complete. Yeah, because well, actually, I'll read you what I said. So it says, film, random images, mumble, 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 loud sound, mumble, 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 random scenes, Robert Downey Jr.'s fragile ego, black and white, colour, Florence Pugh is sad, Florence Pugh is happy. Now she's sad again. Why? Who knows? Bomb! Courtroom, Remy Malek, mumble, mumble, loud music, Emily Blunt's drunk again, staring, the end. That's it. And you know what? I would just like to add to that. On the VFX Reddit, that I frequent, someone has come along and taken some of the footage of Oppenheimer and cut out the Christopher Nolan no CGI, no effects bollocks of his nuclear explosion. Has anyone seen this film, by the way, before I go any further?
No.
No, but go on. Well, I'm guessing there's a bloke that does he make a bomb? I think it
Yes.
goes off, doesn't it? I'm
Yes.
guessing it goes off. I think
He
it's
does
really
make a
predictable.
bomb, but there was this whole hoo-ha about the fact that rather than do any digital work, Christopher Nolan would decided that what he would do was actually
Set
make
off a nuclear bomb.
well,
Right, okay.
he would do old school filmmaking techniques of a large gasoline explosion and some explosives to make a nuclear bomb looking explosion and put it like only 50 or 60 feet away as opposed to like 10 miles away, so it looks like a nuclear explosion going up. Except what it looks like is exactly what it is, which is basically a bucket of gasoline being set on fire from a distance of about 20 feet. And all I can think of while watching Oppenheimer, while me and Carol watched it, was what kind of delusional gas were they pouring into the cinemas when people were watching this going, it's the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life? Because it is not. I'm going to say that now. This is Dark Knight Rises all over again, where people were wanking themselves into an absolute frotting frenzy over something which at best is okay, at worst is disappointing, but because you see it on an 80-foot screen with Ludwig Göransson's music going while everyone else goes, I've got to tell you something really important. It's really important. I'll tell you something. Meanwhile,
Oh man, it's amazing the sounds you can get out of a pair of spoons, isn't it? It really is.
fucking is. Anyway, so the film is a biopic which doesn't tell you anything. It really doesn't. The central plot of him putting the bomb together is fine, with the idea that there might be a spy in the camp. But the rest of the bollocks around it, like the Florence Pugh character, she feel free to step in, Elton, if you've seen this, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's, she's just 1 minute she's just serving him drinks. Next minute she's fucking him. Next minute she's completely forgotten about by the film. Then she just turns up randomly and goes, "Don't touch my hand," and it just disappears again. And then 10 minutes later, she's going, "You're leaving me? Why are you leaving me?" And it goes away again. And then, like 2 hours later, she comes back and she goes, "Oh, but I can't live without you." And then just disappears again. And you're like, I have no idea who the fuck you are.
I found the film had one pace, and it was like watching a man on a bicycle with a basket full of bread. That's what it felt like.
What?
Yeah, it was. It was just like
That needs to go on the poster, man. That really does.
it was literally like it had the pace of a Hovis advert.
Yeah.
It just kind of
Mm-hmm.
it just puttered along, and you're thinking, where's they get every now and again when Lauren Erickson or whatever his fucking name is, Göransson, decides to actually pick up a glass of water, and so he's not conducting the 70,000 trombones and 400 Moog machines. He puts it down and it all goes quiet. You get the sense that maybe there's something going on with Robert Downey Jr. And then you find
there are 3 points during that movie where it goes silent. That is it.
and one of them, ironically, is the fucking bomb.
Yeah.
The one point you actually want the noise, and it goes 3, 2, 1. And then you see, like, basically, you see someone light up the fucking Blackie fireworks bonfire from a distance of 20 feet.
3
and
kids running away.
Exactly. And everyone going, "Oh, I have become the death destroyer of worlds." And you think, what, with that? You ain't even going to set fire to my fucking barbecue with that. But they film it so close, and they think that looks like a nuclear explosion. It does not look like a nuclear explosion. And VFX, like I say, VFX Reddit, someone took the actual Trinity test and comped it into the same shots with the oil fire, and comped out the oil fire, and it looks amazing because you suddenly realise there's a bomb that's got a scale of like miles, going miles into the air, brilliant fucking fireball, and you think, now that's a nuclear explosion. Not basically someone threw a match on a fucking bonfire. But anyway,
It's all fireworks.
it was all but a fucking silly string snake coming off the table, looking like a little carbon turd. But the thing is, the whole thing boils down to Cillian Murphy went up to Albert Einstein, said something. Robert Downey Jr. didn't hear him. Einstein gave Robert Downey Jr. the side eye, and that's it. That's the whole film comes down to that. And you think,
really?
oh, so basically Downey Jr. got the ump because he got the side eye. Okay. And the first 20 minutes, I don't understand what the fuck was going on. It was just literally just Oppenheimer is in Berlin. Oppenheimer is in England. Oppenheimer is over here. Oppenheimer's in the shops. Oppenheimer's wandering around. And all the time you've got these kind of beams of light fluttering around his head. And it's going, oh, we can see the fabric of the universe. And then someone goes, you're not very good at physics, are you? And he goes, no, not really. But I can see how everything works. It's like, oh, just get bent. I knew about as much about Oppenheimer at the end of the film as I did at the start, which is basically he made a nuclear bomb. And apart from that, he apparently shagged Florence Pugh, and she was very upset about it, but I don't actually know why. Because she's in it for approximately 15 minutes of the entire 3-hour runtime.
Yep.
Of which 5 minutes of that, she's a fucking waitress, just serving drinks.
Yeah, I think the major part I had the problem with is the music is just constant. It just doesn't let up, and it does feel like it's just at one pace constantly all the way through, dragging the film behind it.
Yeah,
I don't see. I think it looks good. I think it's a good movie, but I don't think it's the be all and end all that a lot of people are making it out to be.
Exactly. And the other thing is also, I think it's such a dour and cold movie with no emotion and no one to engage with, that I can see why Barbie did so well off the back of it. So people would go and see Oppenheimer, go, fuck me. I just want to feel like I know someone in this film. Go into Barbie, which is going, pretty colours, look at the characters, we all know they're called Barbie, and it's just like, yeah, okay, I can see that as a complete antidote to watching Oppenheimer, which is kind of someone's pressed the elephant alarm. Put it down, Ludwig. Fucking put it down. Someone pull the plug on that fucking Moog. But the funniest thing was the one bit, and I don't know about you, Elton, but the one bit which seemed like it should have been the most tense moment was the thing that's most famous, which is when they had all the calculations, they figured out that when the nuclear bomb goes off, there's a non-zero chance that it could set fire to the entire atmosphere in a cascade effect. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And Albert Einstein kind of goes, it's possible. And then like 90% of the scientists are kind of going, there's a non-zero chance. And there's Oppenheimer going, I kind of want zero, you know? And then finally they go to Matt Damon, the sergeant, the general running the thing.
Damon.
Exactly.
I was resisting doing that. I'm glad somebody did.
Go to Matt Damon, and they're sitting in this shed which is on the test site, and there's Oppenheimer going, yeah, there is a possibility that when we press this button we'll destroy the entire Earth, and then Matt Damon goes, what sort of chance? And he goes, well, it's a non-zero chance. And then after that, it's never mentioned again. There's no tension. There's no build-up. There's no, oh, fuck, if we press this button, we could destroy the entire Earth. It's just kind of like, it's just a thing. We did it. Okay. It didn't destroy the Earth. Yay us. And it's just like, oh, okay. And the whole film just feels like you just go, oh, okay. All the way through it for 3 hours. So, yeah, Oppenheimer. No. That's the first one. Buckle up. The next one I saw was a movie called Lift on Netflix. Now, stop me if you've heard this one. Mm-hmm. A group of international thieves. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Thank you, Elton. And a group of international thieves get caught. But the person who catches them says, I'm not going to turn you into the authorities. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get you to rob another person who's badder than you, but rob them of their money, and their money is on a plane.
Oh my God.
I thought you were going to say it's Cashcopter.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's
Money Plane.
Oh, yes. Yes, it is.
Money Plane.
Yes. Imagine Money
ATM
Plane.
truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Credit card Corsa. No. Okay.
Wallet wagon. Yeah. So imagine Kevin Hart in the main role. So little dude bossing around a bunch of his team as they try and rob $1 billion off a plane. Yeah.
Money Plane.
Yeah. So yeah, trying to rob a plane of $1 billion worth of gold in midair. Yeah. I don't know what else to tell you, really. It is as bad as it sounds. I can't even really drum up much enthusiasm for that one. I just watched it and I was just going, it's Money Plane. It's literally, they've remade fucking Money Plane, except with a little bit of an extra twist with a second jet involved. Because they got a CGI model of a fancy jet with a fucking TV on the bottom for reasons that are far too boring and weird to go into.
Let me guess. David Hyde Price is the guy that's behind the whole heist, really. They call him the Gigolo or something, or whatever.
Yeah, Emmanuel Crouch the Third.
They call him the option. The option. No?
They call him the Grumble instead of the Rumble. No. So there was that. So Lift was piss poor. And then finally I saw Sympathy for the Devil, which was, well, all I've got to say is...
I'm a sexy cat.
Yes, Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage as the devil in a car doing his best Hitcher rip-off.
To paraphrase James T. Kirk, why would the devil need a car?
Well, actually, I will say this. Nick Cage aside, and I know that's a kind of hard thing to just kind of brush aside because
That's a big side.
It is Nick Cage in full gonzo, goggle-eyed, oh, yeah! Who wants to dance in a fucking car? Kind of nut job. But the idea that he knows who the driver is who's been kidnapped, played by Joel Kinnaman. And Joel Kinnaman's this kind of weedy-looking dude who's just trying to get to this hospital because his wife's about to give birth. Mm-hmm. And Nick Cage gets in the car and says, no, you're not going there. You're going to drive with me. And just gets him to drive.
Hold on a minute.
Mm-hmm.
This sounds very familiar.
Mm-hmm.
A film starring Tom Cruise and...
yes, Collateral.
Yeah, Collateral, that's it.
Except the thing is, Nick Cage doesn't want to be dropped off to go kill other people. He literally wants Joel Kinnaman. He knows who Joel Kinnaman is. And wants him to basically admit to who he is, and Joel Kinnaman has like no fucking idea what's going on. So he's like, I don't know what you want me to say. And there's Nick Cage just going, you just got to tell me who you are. You know who you are, sort of thing. and it's just like kind of crazy go nutso. It's kind of like Dust Devil meets The Hitcher meets Collateral. And I tell you what, for a movie where you had zero expectations, it's not bad. Of the three films, it's the one the three films I've just mentioned, it's the one I was most entertained by. Which isn't a high bar to get over. But if you came at this movie as, you know, as a sort of like last minute, there's nothing in the fucking video shop, let's just get this, you'd be sitting there going, well, it was predictable. I knew where it was going. I could see the end coming from a mile off. But you know what? It was okay. And that's kind of where it is. It's just, the only thing is it comes down to your tolerance for Nicolas Cage really looning it up, head to foot in red, with red hair, seemingly indestructible, with a gun at back. Yeah. So if you can put up with that, then I think you're okay. But if you can't, or his brand of over-the-top Looney Tunes is just too much, then I think perhaps maybe not. but if it's the kind of film that if you caught at midnight after the pub and you sat there and watched it, you'd be like, yeah, it was all right. It was okay. I could predict the end. But it's okay. And I think that's kind of better than Lift, which was just me going, it's Money Plane, it's Money Plane, it's Money Plane. And Oppenheimer, which is fucking turn it up, fucking turn it down, fucking turn it up, fucking turn it down. Who's that? I don't know. Why are they all standing around a barbecue? What the fuck? So there you go. So that's my week. That's it in a nutshell.
Wow.
Yeah, we're in a crazy land where Oppenheimer isn't as good as a £1 hire off of Amazon with Nicolas Cage in a car.
Good Lord.
What kind of mirror universe are we living in? But anyway, no, I think I'm done with Christopher Nolan and his I've made everything so fucking perfect kind of bollocks. He can stick that right up his arse. Because, yeah, sometimes, mate, you just need to get off your own fucking sniffing farts and just make a movie for the audience, not for you to feel good about yourself. Anyway, and relax. And speaking of relaxing, I wasn't exactly.
I was waiting for Frankie Goes to Hollywood to kick in then.
Yeah, no. Don't worry. I would just like to thank everyone for the interesting and an almost constant stream of messages informing me of the movie choice that I made this week being pretty much close to a war crime. I'd like to thank them all for this. And some of them I might bring up as we go throughout the episode. But I would obviously like to, as I cited in the green room, I would like to cite this particular text that I got, one of many, which came through to my phone, of all things, from Reverend Peter Organ, which said, "We lasted 35 minutes of Star Slammer. Your punishment will be having to watch it all. What on earth were you thinking?" And that just is the top of the tree. I mean, you know, we got a man in the cloth there trying to hold it in.
Oh, he's already told God about you, I'm sure.
Oh yeah,
You know, that is it, mate. You're locked out of the place upstairs for defos. If you thought there was any chance of you getting in there now, that's it, mate. I tell you, you're done.
Yeah. But yeah, if I believed in such a place, I'm sure I'd be really quite worried by now and trying to repent. I'd have my entire house covered in rosary beads right now. But as far as Ready or Not is concerned, we got some feedback from Odile Thomas, who said about Ready or Not, "I remember going to the cinema to watch Ready or Not. I remember it being what I would call a popcorn film, enjoyable while we watch it, but utterly forgettable. I think I'm channeling Elton's point of view, and I would say that it's the equivalent of supermarket's cheapest own brand vanilla ice cream. So in short, nothing worth putting in an air fryer. Okay, I think I've got that side of the feedback covered. Yes, the air fryers continue to haunt the feedback. She also added an addendum which was, and I just want to thank you ahead of watching the next week's film so that I don't have to. Your sacrifice is appreciated. Which is obviously this week's film.
Yeah, indeed.
Yes, indeed. Rob Haloman Lamont, the old Black Dog version 1 archivist, wrote in to say, having watched both Ready or Not and The Hunt, I can say that The Hunt does the being hunted by the rich and then turning the tables thing a whole lot better. Not that Ready or Not is bad, but it just doesn't add anything new. And as Elton said, it's just meh. As for next week's film, I remember the video rental roulette. My local rental store was called Star Videos, and I was in the shopping complex not far from my home. But we all had at least one film we rented that, while crap, we can't help but look at with nostalgia. I see, Lee, not only have I talked about the film, but but the little extra as well. Not a single mention of air fryers. Oh, fuck! And he cuts off there. Martin Thompson wrote in to say, I mostly agree with Jim on this. I found Ready or Not a fun film, but it felt like it was missing a final turn where Grace gets all tooled up. I like the idea of a more realistic, so to speak, look at this, and it's a fun moment when she discovers the dud bullets. But for a movie which trades on the images of blood-splattered brides sporting bandoliers, there really needs to be a moment when Grace decides she's had enough of this shit and actually starts hunting the family. They definitely need to be bumped off a few earlier than they did. I also did enjoy that the family themselves weren't that into it for the most part. They all look disappointed that they have to do this at all. It's like a chore. And when the weapons are first handed out and later on the father says, "None of us thought we'd be doing this tonight." Regarding the discussion on peril, though, did anyone seriously go into this expecting her to die? Don't get me wrong, I totally understand your issues with the film and not feeling like she was in that much danger, but she is our heroine, our final girl. So, for example, Cole in The Babysitter or Sydney in Scream, did anyone not expect her to live through the night? Yes, it would have been a fun twist if she had exploded, but did anyone expect her not to live? Well, no. I guess not. I guess we all knew she was going to make it through, but yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really put it past her not making it through.
Yeah.
That would have been a weird film if she died like 15 minutes into it. You'd be like, okay, now what?
Yeah. We also had a text from Lee Wagner who said, I feel like I'm getting text messages from my aunt, but all the actual text is jumbled. And that's in relation to the Black Dog Without Contexts images that appear on the Facebook group. Lee, don't worry. We're with you. This whole podcast is just a jumbled noise message from your parents who've only just got hold of their first Nokia. How do you turn this off? What? And I'm just trying to see if there was anything else. No, that's about it. So, yes, I guess we can't put it off much longer, to be honest. Can we?
No, let's try.
Do you want to put it off some more?
Yeah, why not?
You sure?
I'm sure there's something else to talk about. Surely there is.
You sure? I mean, yeah.
I've got a good household tip if you want that instead.
Oh,
Go on.
yes, please.
Okay.
Is it getting up from the sofa without making a noise?
Hold on.
No,
hold
it's
on
not,
a second. Hold on a second. Let me get a nice audio bed for this. Let me get.
Go on,
There we go.
Doop, boop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Oh.
Yep.
Okay, so this week's household tip.
Yeah.
I take it we've all had our encounters with limescale and stuff on a kettle.
Yes.
Okay, so and we've tried chemical cleans before with varying levels of degree of a sort of like success. Yeah.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, can I recommend citric acid? Okay.
Yes.
That stuff is fucking amazing. We got a kettle here. I've tried no end of stuff on it, trying to shift this shit. I put in some citric acid in there, right? And it ate through it like nobody's business.
I don't want to come all Mr. Chemist on you, Dal,
Yep.
or anything, but you do know that's why they put lemon in a lot of these cleaning solutions.
Mate, I'm not a scientist. I'm just a man on the street. You know what I mean? This is it. I'm
Really?
I'm just the man on the street. I am. Well, I'm not on the street at the minute. I'm indoors. But you get me drift, right? Okay. I'm average Joe, even though I'm Darren. I'm not Joe.
No.
I feel as though I'm losing the point. But yeah. So citric acid. Get yourself some of that. Fill
Or a
your kettle
lemon.
up halfway, or a lemon. Fill your kettle up halfway. Boil it. Stick the stuff in there. Boom. Or bang, and the lime scale's gone.
Right. Or you could just get limescale cleaner from your local hardware
I've tried
store.
that, and it didn't work. But this,
Really?
yeah,
What the hell was in your water, for
I
Christ's
don't
sake?
know. I don't. It's pretty hard water around here. It really is. I mean, you turn on the tap and you lose. That's it. Your wallet's gone. You know.
Nice.
So there we go. So I mean, I opened the kettle and I thought there was a small man trapped in it until I realised it was my reflection off of the shiny fucking metal surface.
Wow.
I was like, hey, it's trapped in. Oh no, it's not. It's me.
It wasn't the chef from Star Slammer, was it?
I think it was actually. He was a little ball geezer. Yeah.
Stuck in the kettle.
The one who had more of a range of emotion than most of the cast. Yeah. You know.
Right. Does anybody else have anything else they want to add?
Emote.
Anybody else got any household tips rather than review the film? I mean, I've got one.
Go on, then.
If
Go on.
if your iron has got muck all over the hot plate,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
and you get like a normal film coated paracetamol,
Yeah.
you turn the iron on. You can
Yeah.
rub the paracetamol along the bottom, and the film coating and the paracetamol will eat away the dirt and horribleness off the bottom of the iron.
So I've got an image of me actually trying that with bare fingers. Like,
How about we all just clean our kettles and irons periodically instead of leaving them to gum up and fuck themselves over?
why would you want to do that? What's all that about? Eh?
And let's be honest, you can't really speak. You haven't seen dentists since the days of the fucking
Haven't
X-ray.
needed to. Sorry for brushing my teeth.
Well, you know what? Ellen,
I'm
you wanna-
really sorry for doing them twice a day for the
You wanna
last
try-
however many years.
It's all gone quiet. I think we're just enjoying the music, aren't we?
I think we are, yeah.
James lasted his Ronco version of Indiana Jones. What?
I see Tom Selleck in a cowboy hat, swinging with his whip. This is a parallel universe version.
Yeah. The music of Ohio Smith and the Church of Extreme Peril.
Barbarossa Johnson and his Minnesota Fats.
Minneapolis.
Minnesota fat.
Minneapolis Smith. Well,
Mr. Bojangles.
there
And
you go.
he's
It's ended.
yeah.
It's ended
No?
now.
Is it?
The
Oh,
music's
okay.
over. That's it. We've got no option. We've got to go for it now.
Oh God.
Well, buckle up. Oop, that's too low.
That's really quiet.
That was really
is.
quiet, wasn't it? I was saying
Yeah.
buckle up, and
Put your helmet on. We'll be reaching speeds of 3.
that's more like it. As we go off to the prison ship Star Slammer. Roll the jingle. I might just play the bloody music again. What are they going to do? Sue us? They haven't got enough money to fucking do special effects.
I'll tell you what, Jeff Love's going to come round here and have your fucking eyeballs. He really will. you don't play him his fucking money.
He'll come at you with a violin string. Fucking have
Yep.
you.
I mean, he hasn't got enough money as it is. He's got tattoos on his fingers, right? He's got love and hat, right? Okay, because he got diddled, right? He got stiffed for the royalties for his fucking sci-fi stuff. And you've just done him again.
Yeah.
He desperately wants at least one E.
He'll come
right.
straight at me with a triangle.
Yep.
Anyway, roll the jingle. Right. Get some dramatic music going. I just got to give it
I'm
some
waiting
time.
for it.
I'm giving you some time.
Nope, still waiting.
Yep. Prison Ship, aka Star Slammer, aka Adventures of Tora Part 1 Star Slammer, aka Star Slammer The Escape, aka Prison Ship Star Slammer, is a 1986 American science fiction film directed by Fred Olen Ray. Fred Olen Ray, by the way, was known apparently for doing 200 low to medium quality feature films, including many horror, science fiction, action adventure, erotic thrillers, crime dramas, and holiday films.
Holiday films. So there'll be exotic films. Is that right, Lee?
Yes,
Very
Trips to
exotic
Amsterdam.
films.
Fred Olen Ray brings you his slideshow of his trip to the red light district. Yeah, he did such wonderful films as The Sorceress, Bikini Drive-In, Attack of the 60-Foot Centerfold, Alienator, The Phantom Empire, Biohazard, The Alien Dead, The Brain Leeches, The Demented Death Farm Massacre,
Jeez.
Dognapped, Hound for the Holidays,
Dognapped.
A Royal Christmas on Ice, The Killer in My Backyard, A Royal Christmas Engagement, A Mother's Secret, Baking for Christmas, Sister of the Bride, Wedding for Christmas, Deadly Shores, Fiancé Killer, and Witnesses Unprotected. The plot centers on...
Hold on, what film were we talking about?
Prison Ship, not Home for
Are
Christmas.
you
or whatever
sure?
it's called.
Because you just mentioned the word plot, and I don't actually no, that not that word and that title in the same sentence. It just doesn't go.
No, not really. Right. I don't know. It stars Sandy Brooke, Susie Stokey, Ross Hagen, Maria Grant, and Aldo Ray.
You say that like we know who these people are.
I don't know. I mean, even the wiki doesn't know the name of the main character. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Tora. It's in the fucking title. On the planet Arus, which is quite funny because in Britain, saying Arus when in the 70s was a bit like saying arse. But anyway, on the planet Arus, Captain Bantor and the Sovereign
Bentor
and the Inquisitor attempt to quell an uprising of defiant Sith residents. Freelance miner Tora is forced to defend herself against the marauding starship Captain Bantor. During their struggle, Tora causes Bantor to lose his hand in a volcanic acid plume. Apparently, it looked more like a pot of plasticine, but there you go. Tora is friendly to the locals and the employees, and then in the mining operation, and Bantor attempted to claim the mined crystals. Fucking none of this was in the film. Anyway, she's
Some of it was.
well, not really. Tora is subsequently sentenced to a term aboard a prison ship, Vehemence, which never is really named either.
Okay. Why not?
Why not? Let's just say yes. Let's just say
It's a choice.
Oh, this film also has John Carradine as the judge
It does, yeah.
for approximately 17 seconds while he tries to remember who he is. And while his son hung himself wanking in a cupboard. Anyway,
Hung himself wanking in the cupboard, did you say?
Yeah.
yes,
Yep.
David Carradine.
Yep.
Look
Belt
it
tied
up.
round his neck and everything.
Yeah.
Oh my
hand,
word.
hand on his knob, orange in his mouth. Thank you for the cupboard.
Orange. Hang on.
The wheels are off, gentlemen. The wheels are off.
I mean, I didn't think of it. Didn't think much of it as a complete season ender to Kung Fu. But you know what? It was a unique
God.
choice.
That is fucking hell.
Oh God. The film runs for 86 minutes, though, thanks to time dilation and gravitational forces. It feels like 72 hours.
Also, the 10 button on Amazon Prime as you're watching the film.
It's very helpful, isn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yep, indeed. Especially going through that 4.5 hour credit sequence at the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
the
glad I
fuck?
wasn't the only one that did that.
Yeah, that's yeah. And the budget for this, you're going to be surprised by this.
7p in a button.
Well, that's what that's what I thought. But apparently, it cost 175,000 quid.
P. All right. 175 quid.
175,000 quid.
What was that? Was that Carradine's fucking
Orange basket.
Yeah, was that the price? That was his fee, was it?
Apparently, I don't know. It just doesn't. It doesn't really say. It doesn't have how much it took at the box office.
Can you imagine when they were advertising for this? Do you like working for charity? Well, here's an offer you can't resist.
Do you like having fun with short people with pots on their heads?
Yes.
Oh,
Did you
God.
have an Auntie Velma who was a bit of a swinger? Well, you're going to love this film because, well,
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll have flashbacks to that when you see who we've got cast.
Apparently, there's an alternate version of this film on a
That's
German
actually good.
on a German VHS by Highlight Video, and it has 17 seconds worth of blood splatter shots.
Oh, right. That's got to be like the shittest Marvel post-credit sequence ever, isn't it, really?
Well, yeah, definitely. Yeah, right. I was going to ask you what you thought it made, but let's be honest, it didn't make anything, did it? It really
No.
didn't. It was
No.
it was a tax write-off. This whole thing was just
Yeah.
a tax write-off.
Indeed.
So let's go around the table. I picked it, so I'll go last. Let's pick you, Elton. What did you think of Prison Ship Star Slammer?
It was absolutely awful. I really struggled with this. It's one of them films where you struggle to pay attention to it, and you're watching it, and you're like, I could be doing something else, anything else. Honestly, I could be cleaning the shower. I could be cutting my toenails. I could be doing anything while watching this.
Could be infecting myself with tapeworm or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I could be learning the harmonica. Unlike the person in the film.
Oh, the harmonica scene is class.
You say class. On IMDb, it
Sorry,
says
it's a typo. Arse. Sorry.
Yeah. On IMDb, it does say that she played the harmonica herself. Really? When she went constantly.
Yes. Well, that's playing it.
Yes, if you want to say that's playing it, then that's playing it.
Trivia, the bulk of this film was shot in an empty grocery store that was converted into a studio. There you go.
But
Okay. Well,
I had to
yeah.
watch it in
Yeah,
two
sure.
parts. I had to leave it. No, I got to the point where if I don't go now, I'm not going to make it to the end of it. So I bailed out with half hour to go and watched the rest of it later on. I don't think I missed much, really. I did see the whole thing, but man alive.
You lost the nuance of the sharpened plate.
Shut up. Shut up. Jesus
Are
Christ.
you still my friend, Elton? Are you still my friend? Tell me
I'll
you're
tell
still
you
my
what,
friend.
it's fucking wandering at the moment.
Tell me you're my friend, Elton.
No. This, what were you thinking?
I don't know. I just 1988, dude. I was 17. What do you want?
Couldn't you've just gone down an alley and got a razzle mag down there?
But I didn't see it until 2024. I've been blue ballsing this since 1988. 1988. 1988. I've been waiting to see this film since.
Really?
Yes. It was shot in 1984, wasn't released till 88 and went out on video direct. I've been waiting since 1988 to see this.
I know. I'll wait all these years. Once I've got a podcast running with my friends for 12 years, then I might watch it and unleash it on them.
A problem shared is a problem halved, as they say. It's an experience. We've all experienced it together. Much like a soggy biscuit.
Fucking hell.
What?
We weren't going to mention that day again.
The pre-shindig warm-up.
Yeah, this was awful.
Mm-hmm.
There is not a single redeeming frame from this
Not at all.
at all. No, nothing.
Not even the stuff cut from other films.
No.
It's not even films, is it? I mean, because, somebody obviously bought the rights to the TV show Buck Rogers in the 25th century.
Well, bought the rights is different from just buying the videotape.
Or maybe just bought the videotape, yes, and then probably did a mirror image of the scene so that they, they won't think this.
They'll never notice
Yeah,
this.
they won't.
Yeah.
They won't. It's backwards. Yeah, look.
Nice.
Yeah. No, Your Honour, I think you'll notice that the actual hover car there is going the other way.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes. That's it. That's what's happening.
Oh, I rest my case, Your Honour.
Yeah. Anyway, so you weren't impressed in Elton is what I'm getting here.
Not. That's what you're getting. Yeah, you'll get that. No, it was awful.
Oh,
Absolutely. It doesn't even know what it's called. There's on the front cover. It's called Star Slammer. If you watch it somewhere else, it's called Prison Ship. And you go to IMDb, it's called The Adventures of Tara, Prison Ship, Star Slammer. Nobody knows what this thing is called.
no. So you're not going to see Fred Olin Ray's 2004 The Bikini Escort Company or Bikini Cave Girl or Tomb of the Werewolf or any of that sort of
Attack
stuff.
of the 50-foot centerfold.
Yeah, the 50-foot centerfold or Bikini Frankenstein. That's another one.
Oh my God. Is he still making movies? He is.
He is, yes.
2023, A Royal Christmas Holiday.
Yeah. Piranha Women as well.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, now we were talking. Yeah. Apparently he made Boggy Creek, the Bigfoot series. There you go.
Did he?
Yeah.
I'm very
And
happy
he
for him.
did a late. He didn't make any of the original couple. He
Oh,
did
God,
a
no.
sequel later on.
Oh God, no.
Right, he loves Christmas movies, doesn't he? A Wedding for Christmas, A Christmas in Royal Fashion, One Fine Christmas, Baking
A Bikini
Christmas,
Christmas.
A Christmas
Oh, no.
Princess,
How
A
about?
Royal Christmas Engagement,
Yeah,
A Royal Christmas on Ice,
that's right. That's right.
A Royal Christmas Holiday,
Am I going?
Piranha Christmas.
Did I have a stroke? I thought I read all these out at the beginning.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like, yeah. Oh God.
Well, did you see that in 2007 he made a TV movie called Girl with the Sex Ray Eyes?
Yeah.
Sex Ray.
Mm. I'm only warning you because I tell you what, they're all on Amazon.
Oh my God.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh lordy, they be coming. Unlike us. Anyway, Jim, what did you think of
Speak
this?
for yourself, young man.
Oh dear.
Jim,
Oh, I can honestly say this isn't the worst film I've ever seen.
Holy shit!
What?
That's only because
That's worse.
this barely qualifies as a film. I'm not sure what I watched, but I'm not sure it was a film.
Ah,
It was some stuff that might have been shot on film. It's the cinema, but I'm not sure this constituted what you'd actually call a movie in any technical way.
no.
Oh, it was for a short film. It was bloody long, but it's also just kind of. I just watched it, just get increasingly more baffled. Just kind of like, what?
Yeah.
I mean, words fail me, and words fail them frequently, clearly, judging by the script. Dear me.
Nice.
It was a strange experience.
Yes.
I mean, it's giving me a new bar for measuring crap films by, because this one is, this is somewhere off the chart. I'm not sure it is a film.
Yes.
It is some stuff that happens.
But weren't you impressed by the cackling rat?
Well, that was a high point. I quite like the grinning angry bollock as well.
Yeah, that was obviously being pushed around by two studio hands on a trolley. Yeah, I don't know.
It was probably one of the trolleys from the supermarket.
It probably was a trolley.
That's in my head canon anyway. That's exactly what happened.
Oh God, yeah. So you weren't impressed then?
Impressed is a strong word. I think just the accurate version of that story was I wasn't.
just no.
I wasn't. I'm not sure what I was, but whatever it was, I wasn't.
Right. Okay. I think we'll leave it there. Darren, what about you?
Yep.
Yes. Did you watch this film?
I suppose you can class it as watching it.
You didn't, did you?
I did, of a sorts. Earlier on, right, you sent us all a message asking us if we were ready to go for tonight.
Yes.
Would you now, Lee? Would you like to tell the court
Yes.
what I sent you in reply to your message? What was it? What was it? It was a picture, wasn't it?
It was a picture of a very angry-looking Samuel L. Jackson in a wife-beater vest.
Yeah,
just staring
from
at me.
from Black Snake Moan, basically.
Yeah.
that intense. Just that. That's all it was. Nothing else. Just staring. Right.
Yes. Yeah, and it loops perfectly, so it just looks like the camera's just kind of wobbling around while Samuel L. Jackson just refuses to blink.
That's right.
Nice.
And he's no eyeballs drying out or anything. He has the power of the stare. Yeah, that's kind of my review of this film. Right? Jesus fucking H Christ! Well, I don't think I've ever had a film that tested our friendship so much. You know that? Really, honestly, it's like I've never wanted. I watched that film and I thought I never wanted to build a time machine so much. I mean, just to avoid ever meeting you. Just change history. Just
stand there and put a hand on your past self's shoulder and
That's
go,
right.
Don't go near that 2018. Just leave it alone.
Yeah. Have it like a fucking knock myself down a staircase the day we were supposed to meet. Just so I never get to the library. That's
The old
it.
sliding doors
Yeah.
issues.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Bit of Aqua playing in the background, singing Turn Back Time.
Exactly. I couldn't believe it. I tried to work this out. I mean, I used various forms of mathematics to wonder what had gone wrong in your life. that this is what we've got to with this film. I'm just.
I see it as an expression of love. I feel like I trust you three enough that I can trust you with these kind of deep dark secrets that I wanted to see this movie for nearly 30 odd years, 40 odd years.
So
And I wouldn't trust anyone else with it.
now that you've actually seen this film, right? Was the blue ballsing worth it?
Oh,
When you
absolutely
found it,
fucking not.
There was absolutely nothing to knock one out to in this film at all.
No. I personally, it was so anti-sex that I actually became more aroused at just looking at my cup. If I'm honest. I've had a more erotic experience changing a bicycle tyre.
I've seen episodes of Coronation Street that were actually more arousing, especially when
what.
Betty comes out with her hot pot.
Oh yeah, Betty's hot pot.
Betty's hot pot. Oh yeah.
Once you saw Betty's hot pot and Hilda's curlers, you
Oh.
I was all over. Oh, I was like an explosion at a mushroom soup factory. But Star Slammer, nothing. Dry as a bone.
Yep. That's it. Nothing at all.
Nothing. So I'll put you down as a maybe then. Is that what you're saying?
If you must.
Yeah. I guess for me, I've always been curious about this film. I've known about it sitting on a shelf since 1988. And
so many jokes. Quiet, Darren. Speaking.
Dive in.
No,
I don't care. There's nothing else to. There's nothing to review with this movie. It genuinely
If you're
isn't a movie to
curious,
review.
just be curious on your own. Don't involve us.
Sorry, guys, you're in for the long haul now.
No.
14 years this podcast has been going. You're in. Too late. You're either in, you're out.
Oh God.
Speaking of which,
Speaking of urine, you're taking a piss. But no.
yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah.
Euphemism.
Sorry, I'll try that again at the right volume.
Euphemism.
Thank you, Jim.
I think we should have Jim as a sort of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy sort of interruption where he gives an explanation of certain things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just jump in. Betty's hot pot. a long-standing running gag in the old TV show Coronation Street.
Well, you know what? I think Odile would actually appreciate this because she was talking about the fact that we don't, we were sort of like, helping her miss certain references. So I think this would be, I think she'd appreciate it. I really do. I think this is
I think she should watch Star Slammer as well. I think she'd love it.
Do you know what? I think if she has, then you're going to get feedback, which is nothing but swearing in French. That's
Do you know
basically
what?
it.
And I think that's learning all round.
Yeah, I think that is.
We all learned something today. And basically, the description, the English translation of the word "merde." Anyway, so so I was genuinely curious as to watching this, and then when it started up with the sort of almost 30-minute long title sequence where it literally drew the titles line by line while the music looped over and over again while trying to do the Terminator.
Plus 10, plus 10, plus 10.
Yeah.
Dub, da da dub, flick, dub, da da dub.
I was watching her thinking, "Fuck me, they really underused D-paint in this, didn't they?"
D-paint, that'd cost money. You're gonna have to buy an Amiga for that shit. Why not just get a piece of card and just drag it across the camera?
No. What they did was they went down to W.H. Smith's, right, and that's where they actually did the title sequence. You know how they used to have the computers out on display in W.H. Smith's. This is what they did back then.
Yeah.
You see, so they didn't even spend any money on renting out equipment. They just went to W.H. Smith's and did the title sequence there. They got their copy of CMVG with their sort of like their fucking coded program thing. Type this in and make a game.
Yeah.
It's
10.
yeah.
Print. Star Slammer. 20. Go to 10. Yeah.
Special effects, randomize USR 0. Enter.
Poke 9 by 125.225. Yeah, flash, 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 flash
Oh.
zero.
This is such a niche bunch of jokes. It's just
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, so I watched it and I thought, you know, there could be some real humour to be pulled from how bad it was. But as soon as that priest dude appeared, I just thought, oh no, I've made
old Mick Fleetwood. Him.
Yeah. But he speaks all like this. I literally thought he stumbled off of the Monty Python.
I thought it was.
Gumby.
Yeah, I thought it was Monty Python Gandalf.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get right up to the camera and go, "It's," and then just cut. But he didn't. He sat there with a bunch of pop rocks and got shot in the face. I mean, the special effects were lifted from Dark Star. They were lifted from fucking Battle Beyond the Stars. All the big spaceship scenes were all from Battle Beyond the Stars, except for the opening, Dark Star.
Right.
And I just suddenly thought, well, Battle Beyond the Stars was made for like 50p and a button, and if you're nicking special effects from that, then what kind of how shit must your production actually be? How desperate must you become that even the worst film with the worst special effects is still a higher production value than the one you've got?
We will never know.
Yeah. So that was it, and that's when I knew we were on a loser. The only thing I'd liked was some of the go to the white courtesy phone kind of voiceovers on the spaceship. Where there was one point where it said, would all androids please check in during low power mode for your annual lube job?
Oh,
I thought, oh, okay, that's fair enough. And the bit with the emperor, the sovereign, where they start.
Are we recording anymore?
Yeah, we're recording them. No, but it started with a clapperboard where they
Yes,
edited it
did,
wrong.
yeah.
They went. Mark, scene. And then they started recording. Hello, everyone. I'm the Sovereign. It was just like, is that an actual gag or is that just completely shit editing? And you know what? I couldn't tell.
Yeah. I
Well, I
think it's
wasn't
a
sure
gag.
at points whether they were taking the piss or not.
Yeah.
It was very. But at the same time, it's kind of a lot of it isn't funny, so you start to doubt yourself when you're clutching at straws.
Yeah. That was the problem. It was like that whole thing of you starting to think, am I going mad? Or is there actually something there and they're actually taking the piss and this is all irony? But then there was, I just was like, no, this isn't irony. This is just shit. Just total shit.
yep.
I mean, the intro scene with the, hello, my name's Minge Monster or something, and then punches her in the gut, and then another one comes up and goes, I'm Squeaker, and then slaps her in the face.
Yeah.
And then someone else says, my name's Mike. And it's like, what?
I'm Bob.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm Bob.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I thought we'd started. Oh, dear. Go to the
Are
back.
there any women here? No.
Who did that? Who did that? She did. He did. Him. Oh, I'm sorry.
All I said was this meal is good enough for Jehovah.
Finish him. Yeah, so I just thought, oh God, we're on a loser. We're on a loser from here. I just thought there's no way we're pulling out of this. Pardon the phrase. But even as a softcore film, I mean, just talking sensible for 1 second about porn.
Yeah.
But as a softcore film, which is kind of what it's kind of gearing you towards, I mean, let's put it this way. I had to write an actual affidavit for anyone watching the film. I actually had to write one out because Murray Christensen refused to watch it unless I wrote one out.
I've got a doctor's note.
Yeah, I had to
watch this.
He literally said, "Could I get a form of site affidavit to say I am watching this for the podcast. I'm away on work on my own, and I don't want my wife to get the wrong idea." To which I actually had to write out, I, Lee James Metcalf of the Black Dog Podcast, do hereby state that the movie Prison Ship Star Slammer is being legitimately reviewed for episode 161 and give him a complete thing.
I will be using that because I use my mum's Amazon account to watch this.
Oh, nice.
And I'm terrified of phoning her up tomorrow.
No, but you say that, but when you looked at it, it went, do you want to restart? That was the worst bit. It wasn't the watching it, it was the reason that it was at the end. Yeah. So, but the thing was, it was like you kind of watch these films and you think, okay, so it's going to be all sexy girls all ripping their clothes off and all that kind of nonsense.
Yep.
And then you watch it and it's like, it was remarkably prudish. It was like every time it got close to doing anything kind of remotely naughty, I think the worst you got, or best, or depending on your point of view, was like a couple of boob shots. But
Well,
when
it was prudish up until the point where she went into a room and changed her top.
yeah, but even that was like just like 2 seconds over and done with. I mean, there was a whole scene with a cyborg fucking the warden or whatever her name is. And there was a whole thing with deal out the punishment, and the two girls are in the blocks, and and then the lady goes around, was it old Muffy or whatever her name is, goes around the back, and you hear whoosh, 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 but you don't actually see anything. You literally just hear someone standing behind a wall, slapping a wall.
I think it's an unfortunate turn of phrase that you said 2 seconds and it was over.
Well, like I say, I've been married a long time.
Well, it was cold, wasn't it? I've been swimming.
I've been waiting for this since 1988. No, anyway, yeah.
The thing is, I thought, going to this last week, so okay, it's going to be a women in prison film, but in space. Which, when you're out of ideas, go to space.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How this completely failed to do any of the women in prison stuff. There's not even the gratuitous shower scene, for Christ's sake.
Nope.
It was, I was just very baffled of kind of like, well, who is this meant to be for? Because it's not really, it's not funny, it's not gory, it's not sexy.
Nope.
For an exploitation film, it's not exploiting anything.
No.
It is kind of just so tame, and it is kind of like, I mean, even like the lead actress's opening costume, I mean, that just made me wince rather than
Yeah.
it's kind of, oh god, that must be like wearing a wedgie.
Yeah. I was going to say, as soon as she sat down, you could almost hear the sort of the chamois leather going.
Oh, it was painful. Maybe that's my age, but at the same time, it's kind of this is usually slim pickings for like titillation, really. You know what I mean? Of
Yeah, there was,
and it's just kind of the whole kind of prison out plot hardly there at all most of the time.
yeah.
You're just getting these strange scenes with nothing happening.
Yeah.
In a prison where it's kind of, okay, you're in a prison. What does this prison involve? Oh, it's got sadistic guards who just stand there looking like Tusken Raiders ordered from Temu. There's a prison fight. Shall we break it up? No. The guards do nothing.
No.
And basically, the girls are just left to do whatever they like. I mean, normally the big cliche, the big thing in prisons is, bang, 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 lights go out, lock in. It's like, don't stay up too late, girls. Turn your lights out.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You sure this is prison?
Yeah.
Oh, we're having a party and all getting pissed and dancing.
Yeah, we brewed our own. What was it? Brewed our own alcohol using just 80% proof alcohol. What? And an engine oil or something. It's just like, you what? and then how have you managed that in a prison? You know,
You don't want to know.
Well, in this prison, you just do what you like anyway, basically. Go here, go there, wander around. No one gives a shit.
no. I mean, it was like the bit with the scientist, the lobotomy scientist, and she just does
Dr. Poe.
Dr. Pooh, yeah. and she does the double cross for no discernible reason.
Yeah, and then gets tortured, which involves her putting on a very skimpy costume.
Yeah,
apparently.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's like, what?
Yeah. Excuse me.
I know you're trying to bump up the sex content here, but that was just kind of like, what? Why? Why do you have to go to swimwear to be tortured? Could you explain that? I'm more intrigued by that than anything else at the minute.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, oh, we're going to torture you with this laser beam, but first, hold on, let's get you into this really skimpy onesie that's barely holding you in. And it's like, and for what reason? Well, none whatsoever. You're just gonna lay there, and then that's that. And also, can I ask? I mean, I know this is kind of like pouring perfume on a pig trying to solve the puzzle of what this fucking thing is, but what was the point of lobotomizing Mike or Mick?
God knows.
And then what was the point of her pretending to be lobotomized?
Could it be so she could be a non-sex slave? Do you think that's what it was?
I know there is something mentioned about kind of how basically this prison's a bit of a scam and they keep selling off the girls as trafficking them, basically.
Yeah.
But I don't think the Jots are entirely joined with the lobotomy was either a prison for unruly prisoners or a way to make living sex dolls. It was kind of never quite filled in.
Hmm. Yeah. But it was just like, so why, her being lobotomized, why is that a double cross by standing there looking dumb while her mate gets carted off to the prison, to another prison part, and then goes, ha, caught ya. And it's like, what? Why didn't you stop your mate being carted off? What? I don't get it.
Well, the
It's a
woman
Roger
that
Rabbit
got
thing, isn't it?
lobotomized came in, didn't she? Acting all zombie-ish.
Mm.
And then had the fight with the lady with the one eye. And cut her hand off.
Muffin, call her by her name, Muffin.
Yeah. Muffin.
Sorry.
Yeah, the chain fight. I mean, that was just bizarre.
But I think it was more of controller because they'd had a fight earlier on. I don't know. Oh, God.
I will be honest, I did feel like I'd had a stroke while I was watching, pardon the phrasing, while I was watching this,
Easy.
because, steady, hold on,
Euphemism.
thank you. And I genuinely thought I'd kind of lost my mind because I was sitting there thinking, I don't actually know what this person who got put on the prison does. If she's the bad guy or the good guy or what, I don't understand any of it. I don't understand how any of it works. It didn't even make sense on a fundamental basic, this person's a good guy, they've been wrongly convicted, put on a prison ship. It just was just like...
Well, no, she was the main lady was put on a prison ship because she put the man's hand in that boiling shit, whatever it was, melted his hand off. Oh, you bitch! You bitch! Okay. Right.
Yes, Bantor.
Yeah.
one of the lesser of the Transformers.
I think where it falls down
Is the
is
bit
this-
just after the credits at the beginning?
Yes, at the very beginning. No, it is a bad film. It knows it's a bad film, and sometimes we can
Does
have
it though?
fun. Well, yeah.
Does
I
it
think
though?
Maybe that is the problem, that it doesn't know.
Do you know
It's
what?
that bad that it doesn't.
It's a case of The Room, right? Okay, Tommy Wiseau, and I don't care what anybody says, he went into that as a serious film, right? And then later on, retconned it. It's like, oh yes, it was all a bit of a joke, and I meant to do it that way. It's like, no, you fucking didn't, Tommy. No, this was your great American novel or whatever the fuck they call it. You know, this was your, you know, your big thing, and people stood there and laughed at it basically because it was so bad. And that's what this does. This is it. There was no joking around. They honestly thought that this was a serious fucking production.
Did they though? Because that's the problem, isn't it? That's the you got it right, because things like Birdemic and Manos Hands of Fate and The Room are
Yeah.
genuinely hilarious because they are genuinely seriously trying to do something. And films like, which we've done before, Atlantic Rim, or what's that other one? The Llama, what was it Llamageddon? You know, where they've just kind of gone, isn't this a funny title? We know this is crap. We are deliberately making this crap. So therefore,
It loses something.
it
from
loses
that,
the
doesn't it?
hilariousness because exactly it loses that fun factor of watching someone fail spectacularly while thinking that they're making something amazing, which is why Tammy and the T-Rex work so well, because you think, no, they genuinely think they're making a B movie action thing with Paul Walker's brain in an animatronic dinosaur. So you kind of have that really ephemeral sweet spot that sits in the middle where you kind of go, if you're not taking it seriously, then it doesn't work. But if you are taking it seriously, that's when it works. That's why things like Sharknado don't work for me, because they're
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
you're deliberately making this shit to go, ha ha ha, look at this shit we're making.
Well, I personally think Sharknado works. It's all the other films after that don't work, because they saw the formula, they tried it again, and it got like a cult following, and building up from that point, and everyone's like, oh, it was like a new wave of shit movies that were looking quite good, but still terrible, and you can have a laugh at. And then they were like, well, hang on, cookie cutter, we've done it here, let's do it there, let's do it there, let's do it there. And then they make all the other crap that comes on after. And that is soulless. And this, I don't know if it's soulless or not. It feels like they're trying to make something. And they're doing their best with the bad tools that they've been given. And it's really hard to polish a turd, and this is a giant fucking turd,
And not enough turd polish.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the problem is, like I was saying earlier on, where it falls down is it's not funny, it's not entertaining, it's not got any action in it that I would say is really good action. The terrible action is just poor. It's not entertaining or funny or bizarre or, oh my god, isn't that so good it's bad. It's none of that. And then when it goes on to the titillation stuff, where it tries that, it fails completely.
Yeah.
It's not like if you were like a 10-year-old kid and you caught a sneak of this, you're like, oh, I saw a boob. But this film hasn't got that feeling of it.
No, it hasn't got that illicit vibe, is it? It's not feeling. It doesn't feel like it's going for a dirty perv, but it's trying to make you think that it is.
Yeah,
I thought it reminded me of really like bad, poorly made children's TV. In particular, American.
and now on
imported children's
CBBS,
TV.
Star Slammer.
But you know what I mean? It's that kind of like everything's sort of played very broad. Everything's very cheap. The jokes are they're not really jokes. It's just like insert laugh here, and it's all done in the spirit of, fuck them. They're all hopped up on tartrazine anyway. They'll never know the difference. Little fuckers. And it just feels a bit sort of like that. And it's just kind of, I know it was made in, well, they had, did 4 days shooting. They had this, literally in 2 weekends it was made.
No,
Most of it, yeah. They used one of the shooting days to film footage for another film.
really.
So it was basically 3 days shooting, 2 weekends.
Star Crash, was that it? Okay.
Now, you realise how good Star Crash is when you watch this. I mean,
Oh, fucking hell, yeah.
But again, Star Crash, that's a film that's bad, but it's bad because it's really sincerely trying hard. And you kind of go, oh,
well, that's
right.
it. Star Crash fails because it has these huge ideas. It doesn't have the budget for them, but it just gives it a go.
Yeah.
Anyway, this also has no budget, but it's also got nothing to do.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It's very strange. I mean, I did look up that. Is this like a sanitized version? Is there another cut that's like boobs and blood galore? No, there isn't. This is it.
Yeah.
And it is just being cobbled together from what they could do and just chucked out to get some cash, basically.
Yeah. That is it in a nutshell. It's just, it feels like it's cynically bad. That's what it is. It's a cynicism. Anything that's hilariously bad has an innocence to it that you kind of feel like they're sincerely going, no, it's going to be great. We're going to do this. You know, we haven't got a lot of money, but we'll make this work. A bit like, what was it? That Excalibur version of War of the Worlds, which is bloody awful. But you can laugh at it because you think there's a bunch of, there's a bunch of university students, drama students with a camera and 50p in a button going, oh yes, we can remake War of the Worlds because you don't ever see the Martians for very long. You're like, okay. And then you sit there watching them flounder about trying to fill like 4.5 hours. But yeah, the weird thing with this film is the fact that the most professional looking bits are from Battle Beyond the Stars, but they've edited it so badly even that isn't even remotely entertaining. It's like you've taken the same 3 shots from Battle Beyond the Stars and you've actually you still can't get enough footage out to make an entire film. So you replay the same bits over and over again. It's like, you what? Pardon? Okay. I don't know. So yeah, I'll be honest with you, and I'm hovering over the button, but I came away disappointed.
Euphemism.
I really wish I had more to say about it. I really do, but I don't.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna give us a bit more material to work with, but it's so thin on that that we've gone into other movies like Tammy and the T-Rex or whatever it was.
Yeah,
and I remember watching that and going, okay, yeah, there's some meat on the bone here to work with, even though it's terrible.
Meat on the bone.
Well, you can refer back to things like the bit when the T-Rex is outside clapping away, and I found that fucking hilarious. That was the only bit I found hilarious, but there's something there to talk about. There's something about the characters in there, the people in there as well. This is just, it's so stale. Every performance is so stale. There's no one hamming it up completely over the top, chewing all the scenery.
No.
And I find that frustrating.
Yeah, that seems about right. I mean, it's just a nothing film in the end. It really is. It's just it's the sad wah 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 of a movie, isn't it? Really. It's a shame. Darren, do you have any thoughts? Anything else you'd like to add? Because I get a sneaky suspicion we might be wrapping this up quite early.
I think we will. Right. This is basically all the bad. It's everything bad about late 70s, early 80s fucking filmmaking. Which really is just the whole thing of pick up a cine camera and make a movie. I mean, I remember us probably talking about this at school, making we've got a cine camera, let's make a film, we can make aliens, yes, let's do it. And it's like, no, you can't. Don't know.
God bless you.
Yeah, just
God bless you for trying.
Yeah, just no. I know people say, "Oh, you should see it with a bit of fun," and it's like, no. Why? I sat here, my attention drifted so many times. Right? It really did. Oh man, it just horrible. It's just a really bad film, and I don't mean bad funny. It's just bad. I was bored. I was bored, and it's like, can I get away with not watching this and reading a wiki on it instead?
But the
That's
wiki's
what I
dog
thought.
shit.
Yeah, but it still makes more sense in the film. You know, it's like it's so many elements of different things in it. You know, it was all over the fucking shop. It really was.
Yep.
Yeah, and you crazy fucking scenes like, you know, the equivalent of slow-mo in this is a fucking harmonica scene.
Oh,
Well, it's like because there was no one to do any fight choreography or stunt coordinator. It's like all the fights looked like they were trying to do slow mo.
oh, God, yeah.
I'll tell you what, it's like that fight between the two women, Mick and what the main protagonist, looked like Auntie Beryl, right, was out on the town, had one too many baby shams, and picked a fight with another one of another hen party from somewhere, because it's like they're not even like clenching their fists properly to throw a proper punch. They've got like their thumbs pointing out over the tops of the fingers. It's like you're not going to punch with that. You're going to break your fucking thumb with that. You don't look like hardened criminals by trying to throw a punch like that. You know, this is it. You just look exactly like you are like two jobbing actors who haven't had a bit of work for a while and thought, you know what, I need to eat.
Yep.
So you know, I'm never going to get that dream conservatory, but at least I might get a Boots Happy Meal, or not Happy Meal, a fucking meal deal out of this. So there we go. Which is amazing, really, seeing as they didn't do meal deals back then. But
Well,
you know,
so you say that.
or maybe they did. I don't know.
Yeah. But, okay.
There's, I know they tried to probably sell this from a sex angle, but this was about as sexy as a fucking Weetabix. It really was. It was. That's it. Do you know what I get? I mean, I fucking hate Weetabix, right? But I get more turned on watching someone pour milk over a fucking Weetabix than I do watching this film. And that's like I don't. That's it. I just don't. So
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to look at my cereal in a completely different way tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Well, hello there. I've had my Weetabix.
Can you take 3 inside you?
Nice.
All at the same time?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. With strawberries.
Oh,
Madam.
oh. Yes. Oh, you're definitely you're no shreddies. You're definitely a Weetabix.
Yeah. Ready, Breck? Not off.
I'll break your ready. No, that doesn't sound right.
No.
No.
Reverse.
No. Reverse. Time delay. There we go. It never happened. No.
So,
Fucking hell.
yeah.
In fact, that was what I said through most of it. Is fucking hell. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Fucking hell.
Yeah. How long have I
Jesus
got?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, watch out, you'll have someone's eye out with those. You know, it's just Gordon Bennett. Jesus H. Christ. I mean, you can see why Muffin was like the chief guard in there, because they're all fucking useless at fighting, really, aren't they?
Well,
right?
you
That's all
say
it
that,
is.
but Muffin lasted about 5 seconds after having her hand lopped off.
Yeah, but that's because she could actually, hold a proper clenched fist. That's it. No thumbs over the top of the fingers. That's it. That was the one thing that separated her from the crowd, was the fact she could probably throw a proper punch, and that's it. So that's the only thing she's got.
That's the only reason why she got the job.
Yeah.
I can't remember who said it. I saw it in one of the comments flying around on the group somewhere, but someone said, "Oh, Carol Vorderman has let herself go."
That's Anne Marie.
Yeah.
She posted on the Facebook page just.
Yeah.
No one said Carol Vorderman was in this movie.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I kept every time
dear.
I kept looking around for the bowl full of keys. I really did. I couldn't see him anywhere.
Oh, the warden. She definitely was giving off sort of 70s swinger vibes. She definitely had pampas grass in her and an upside down pineapple in her window.
Yep. The sock was firmly on the door handle that night.
Yeah, one black nail. It's all there.
Yep.
I mean, I feel like I should read out some of these comments because I don't think we want to return to this after next week.
Go on, read it. Go on, do it.
Jeffrey Mark Hyman actually said, I liked the Cook guy, but it's been bugging me that I can't quite place what he was shamelessly stolen from. Because the
EastEnders, isn't it? Is that Ross Kemp? No? Was he the head model for that? No?
No, I think you'll find Phil and Grant were inside the
Yeah.
the warden's leotard.
Yeah, Anthony James said, I just read the Star Slammer VHS movie description to my daughter, and she insisted we turn off the film that we were watching, brackets, Cell 2016, not a very good movie, and watch Star Slammer immediately. By the way, the blatant rip-off of the Indiana Jones theme music is on the opening credits. Ian Stead, our spaceship man, Spaceship Stead, we're going to call him from now on. He says, I'm watching it. Good Lord. To which he said, and then finally said, I may never recover.
You know, I think I can see where most of the budget went in this film as well. And it was in that bloke's robot wanking hand, right? Okay. Because he keeps bringing it up all the time. Like, oh, look at this. Look at my wanking hand.
No, it was the weird alien that popped out of that lady's cereal and then just squirted stuff at her.
Yeah, that's not a euphemism at all.
No, that wasn't. No. Yeah, Brad Hammond. He said, I have finished watching Star Slammer, and all I can say right now is I could not look away. Murray Christian said, so I watched this. I can't unwatch it. It's part of me now. I have to live with it. Stephen Porter just left a gif of a very confused looking girl. Oh God, where's the other bits? I literally got absolutely inundated. Now, do you think I can find a fucking thing? Oh, good Lord. Oh, never mind. It's all gone. Oh, here we go. Then there's Martin Thompson saying there was the theme tune which sounded like a mashup of Indiana Jones and Star Wars produced by Ronco. Yeah.
K-Tel. Do you remember those? K-Tel, yeah. K-Tel Records, yeah.
Can't Tell Records. Yeah. There was Anne-Marie Organ saying you never said Carol Vorderman was in Star Slammer. I'm sure there is other stuff around. I'm not going to look for all of it. Hold on, actually, maybe it's in the. Oh yeah.
I wouldn't go googling anything to do with this movie.
No.
I've just that's a dark path you're going down.
Yeah, Chris Johnson said, "I've just finished watching Star Slammer, and it'll be a great game of spot the stolen sci-fi TV show movie scenes." Jack Woodgate said, "I'm getting Star Crash flashbacks." Yeah, Murray Christensen said, "I've now watched it, and you said you were spent £2 on the Rex rental. You were robbed."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no one was very happy about watching this film. I'll be honest with you.
Really?
No. I'll be perfectly honest with you. No one was happy. No one was happy at all. Yeah, anyway, we'll leave it there. Because anyone got anything last to add? Because I feel like this movie's kind of run its course, as have we. At this point.
No, nothing from me.
Nothing from you. Darren, any last thought?
Why?
Well, that is a good
That's
it.
Thought. It's just why.
Just why? Why? Yeah. Okie dokie. Jim?
No, I don't. No, the tank's empty.
The tank's empty.
He's spent.
And I'm spent. Okie dokie. No, nothing else from me either. It literally is just fucking crap.
Oh no, there is something. When I did do some homework. And
go on.
IMDb actually has some trivia that isn't on the wiki page.
Go for it. Right, we're ready. We're ready.
Let me I'll try and find it.
Mm-hmm.
IMDb listed as a prison ship.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, did ye know? Here we go.
Did ye know? Mm-hmm.
Oh, very bizarre. Seriously, the trivia I read on Sunday night on my phone has disappeared.
Wow.
Amazingly.
Hang on. No, there it's in the spoiler section. I found
You
it.
weren't making
In the-
this up
in
at
the-
all.
No.
No.
Here we
In the
are. Here we
hidden
are.
spoiler section.
This might be the best IMDb trivia point I have ever read.
Go on.
Sandy Brooks' thong wedgie was so intense she developed hemorrhoid rash for several days after shooting.
Wow.
It's not, wait, no, I'm not finished.
Oh, okay.
Fun fact:
Mm.
it resembled Wyoming.
A hemorrhoid rash.
Yes.
Super.
Do you know? That's one of those gifts that keeps on giving. You kind of go down a rabbit hole and you go, no, that's where they stop. No, that's what? Who has a map of Wyoming to compare it? What was the doctor thinking? He was like, yeah, that's some bad hemorrhoids you got there, Miss Brooke. Let me just get my Ordnance Survey map out and let's see if I can compare it to something, because I'm sure that seems very familiar. I'm sure my mother comes from there.
So what you're saying is Wyoming is the American equivalent of Wales, because apparently when anything big kind of is gonna hit this country or whatever, it's the size of Wales. Yes, it's always the size
the
of
same
Wales.
shape as Wyoming,
The same shape.
but the actual state. I just looked it up.
Yeah.
It's a rectangle.
A rectangle.
Yes, I know. I don't know. Maybe should not delve any further into this.
I was going to say there is something to be said by the fact that Devil's Tower sits right in the middle of it. I mean,
Well.
I mean, make of that what you will. Anyway, I think we should draw a veil over it and leave it there, don't you, everyone?
Quite possibly.
Yeah.
Quite possibly. Okay, well, if anybody else has anything they'd like to say about Prison Ship Star Slammer or any other film that we've done so far, or would just like to send me a bag of burning shit and leave it on my doorstep, then by all means jump on the Facebook group and which is facebook.com/groups/The Black Dog Podcast, and leave a comment and we'll read it out, because I still feel guilty. And I will read anything out that's left there except something to do with fucking air fryers, which hopefully is all done now. If you want to send us an email, you can send it into feedback@blackdogpodcast.com. That was a thing. That was a thing we did done watch. But we are done watching it. So it's time to move on. Jim, I believe it's your turn to pick.
It is.
So you've got two choices here, Mr. Moon. I see two choices. On the one hand, you go back to the light. On the other, you follow me down the dark path of shit movies. Which will it be, Mr. Moon? Choices. So where are we going, Jim?
I was tempted by a women in prison movie called Sharkatraz.
Oh my God.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh God, what have I unleashed?
But I thought, no. There's lots of good films I've not seen.
Yes.
And last time I picked Saltburn, and that worked out pretty well.
Yes.
And launched a minor season. Now this film came back on my radar because I did see one of those clickbaity listicles saying so many films to watch if you like Saltburn.
Yes.
All of which I had either seen or don't care about. But I was one popped in mind going, oh my God, I've not seen that one.
Mm-hmm.
It's directed by David Fincher.
Okay.
From 2012. It stars Rosamund Pike.
All
and
right.
it's Gone Girl.
Oh.
Well. Okay.
I always meant to get around to seeing it and read the book and then just not. And realize, right, okay, we'll do that then.
Well, there you go. Not the sequel to Prison Ship Star Slammer, as I was suspecting.
If I could have found a good women in prison movie on streaming, we'd have done that just to show you how to do this thing properly. But unfortunately, none are available on any legal streaming service anyway. Only like KT or the Big Bird Cage or the textbook. We did really look for something to be the textbook kind of. This is what we had last week. This is what should have been, but in space. But, failing that, and, let's try and regain some class and sanity with a proper film.
Okay, well, I'm sure I'm not the only one thinking, "Oh, thank Christ!" right now. Let's go around the table. So, Gone Girl, have you seen this, Darren?
No, but I want to.
Cool, lovely. So you're looking forward to it, presumably?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Elton, you made a sort of hawing noise that you'd seen it and had an opinion.
No, I've never seen it. I have always wanted to. It's a film I've never got around to watching, but there has been a Netflix documentary on a real-life case similar to this,
right,
which I watched. So, yeah, I'm interested.
Okay, cool. For my money, I've not actually seen this at all. I know of it, and I feel like I've seen enough bits of it to kind of get the general gist, but I don't know enough about it. So I'm kind of intrigued to see it myself, I'll be honest with you.
Oh, I've done well there. I thought so. You would have seen this.
No. Carol
being Johnny come lately.
No. Carol read the book. I know that for a fact. So I've probably got information secondhand through that, but I've not actually seen the film, so I have no idea. So this is interesting. I'm quite looking forward to this. But also,
that's kind of, Valentine's Day is coming up. I thought this would be a good pick.
I'm not entirely sure that's a wise move, but hey everyone. Hey everyone, let's come and check this out. So yeah, okay, Gone Girl. That's next week's movie, David Fincher's one.
And for bonus extra points, you can watch it on Netflix or on Disney.
Ooh.
Or both if you're mental.
Yeah.
Get two tellies and sync them up.
Yeah, two tellies. Watch them slightly.
Stereo Rosamund Pike. Go for it.
Watch them slightly out of sync from each other, so you get a 3D view by like 2 frames. Just offset them. Brilliant. Okay, well there you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back for our romantic season, which started with Star Slammer, and now we're on to Gone Girl, because nothing says Valentine's like missing women.
Well, this is probably an inappropriate Valentine's season, isn't it, really?
Well, actually,
Star Slammer is probably the worst date movie you could... Well, one of the worst.
Well, yeah, I was going to say...
It's probably a lot worse you could have picked, but I mean, it's pretty bad.
Yeah,
you wouldn't be back on a second date, would you?
No. You would definitely get a bad swipe on on like one of those apps. I'm saying that like I know what the fucking things will do, but I have no idea. I just thought it was like Yelp. You just leave like a 5-star review. Didn't pay 2 stars. Didn't pay for dinner. 0. Do not go back. So yeah, okay. Inappropriate Valentine's season continues. Firstly with Star Slammer, now with Gone Girl. Elton, the baton's passed to you for next time.
Oh God.
So, there you go. Yeah, don't worry. Just get some flat out horror movie, that'll do. Or I spit on your grave or something like Last House on the Left. For your Valentine's movie. Right, so we'll be back for Gone Girl. So let's wrap it up and let's go over to Pimp's Corner and find out what's going on over at hypnagoria.com. So, Jim, what's happening?
I've just released another slice of Universal horror history, in which this episode we're talking about classics such as This Island Earth.
Oh, nice.
And coming out in the next few days with the next Commentary Club, which is on a classic kaiju movie, Gamera, Guardian of the Universe.
Nice.
And there'll also be a reading of a H.G. Wells story at the end of the week as well, which is people suspect it's a prequel to War of the Worlds.
Intriguing. Right. Colour me interested. Cool. Okay. And that's all over at hypnagoria.com.
It is indeed.
Lovely and indeed jubbly. Right, and Elton, what's going on over at Rogue 2?
You can catch me and Andy talking about Masters of the Air. Where we talk about that TV program where we haven't taken part in World War II. We haven't flown any planes or sorties. We haven't been in any combat whatsoever. All we've done is watch a TV program that we quite like.
Nice. Maybe you should put that on the titles at the start.
Yeah.
I mean, just as a little, maybe a little hint for
it needs to be
listeners.
4 doors deep as well. You need to go through at least 4 or 5 doors to get to the actual show.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Before you go any further, please be aware that the following things are true. We haven't been in World War II.
Yes.
We haven't been in a fighter plane. We are watching a TV show. You're a fucking idiot if you've ignored these other points. Yeah. So, okay, cool. So Masters of the Air, watch it on Apple, listen to the podcast, and ignore the comments.
Yes, please.
Yeah, there you go.
Download and help us out, and go give us a 5-star review for Black Dog over at iTunes or whatever they call it nowadays.
Yeah, well, it's fine. It's cool. Whatever.
Do it.
I feel like the less people know about us, the more we can get away with. So I'm quite happy to only have like 15 people listen, so as we can just make any old jokes we like them. Cool. Okay. And Darren, are you on anything apart from mescaline?
No, not at all.
Not at all. Okie dokie. Fair enough. I'm actually on the Great Derelict this week with Andy Palastides, talking about forthcoming science fiction-y stuff, and our recommendations or things that we're looking forward to. You can find that over at greatderelict.libsyn.com. And yeah, check it out, because I think you might be surprised by a couple of things that I actually pick. Especially the way I've moaned about the prequels of those things before. You might go, "You two-faced bastard, Metcalf." But anyway, we'll see. So go check that out. That's over there. And that's about it, really. So thank you very much for listening. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Darren. Thank you, Will.
No problem.
And everyone, stay safe. Send us any feedback into the usual places. And we shall catch you all next week for Gone Girl. So, until next time, take care. Tatty bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ta-da.
Oh, bollocks to it.
Hello, everyone. Yes. Guess what? It's now midnight. We finished recording about a half hour ago, and I'm editing the podcast. And then I suddenly thought, I haven't put out the secret message for the 3 of you that do that thing. So, in keeping with the film, I've done it in a shonky fashion. And, yes, I feel like if you've suffered through the podcast to this point and watched the film, then, the least I can do is put, the special secret, super secret sauce phrase on the end. So, let's put the phrase. The phrase is Carradine in the cupboard. Carradine in the cupboard. There you go. So, until next week, take care. And for you special people who've got this far, well done.